Hey, Spuddies, Potato McWhiskey here, and welcome back to Terra Invicta. Biding our time is not working, so we are going to try to retake Earth. We have a lot of stuff in the works, we have a lot of stuff in the plans. We're taking losses in space, and that's fine. I still have full control of Russia, but the alien nation controls 28 nukes, which is kind of scary. I am bombarding alien life forms, and my biggest problem is my lack of science. That is kind of what's crippling me right now. I'm continuing to inspire my people as much as possible, but I really don't know how well things are going to go for me. It's all up in the air, and my agents aren't strong enough to do the things that I think I need them to do in order to save my game. So I'm I don't want to say I'm caught in a death spiral, but I'm definitely caught in a hard game spiral where things are just getting harder. Now, we do have a couple of things going in our favor. We finally have a fleet around Earth that is capable of potentially fighting one or two small alien fleets. We also have the beginnings of the unification of Africa, at least South Africa. I am a little bit concerned about the East African Federation. We'll have to maybe work on retaking that servant point in here. But I think otherwise, we're in a much worse position than we were, but we're not in an unsalvageable position. We're clearing out the xenoforming from South Africa, and we're unifying those countries together. And what's kind of cute is we are bombarding this alien right here. I think it's this one that we're bombarding. And so there's something just really exciting seeing those lasers just kind of rain down from the sky. One problem that we have is a lot of our space assets are getting murked, but that's okay. We're way over our mission control cap too, which is like not good at all. And we're having a lot of violent revolutions in South Africa. Are you kidding me? A revolution in Zambia, Malawi means that I can't actually... That's so dumb. Dude, hold on. I gotta redo this. I think armies can recover in territory that isn't yours, so I might have these guys chill out here. But the aliens somehow became way more effective at bombarding my my bases. Okay, alien fleet Victor has arrived in L3 orbit. That's you. This is a battle cruiser. Holy shit. So what's the status on incoming alien fleets to Earth? We have Victor 64. This is going to be the first fleet that we engage. We would like to engage Victor 245, I think. Let me have a look. Yes, we're going to try and engage this. So Victor 245. I would like to engage them ASAP. All right, we are engaging. Now, it says we are a lot weaker than them. Let's say we accept and we auto-resolve. Yeah, we get damaged and we destroy them all. I think I can get a better outcome. So yeah, I had a feeling that these ships are really, really strong that I built. So I think we can get a better outcome if we manually fight this. Now, this is going to be the first real fleet battle that you ever witness, where we'll get to show off all of the game mechanics that have to do with fleet battles. Up until now, I have had ships that are not maneuverable enough to actually engage in fleet combat. Like, they could do fleet combat, but they can't actually, like, maneuver in fleet combat because the thrust on their engines was so low. But basically, it's important to remember that I only have a certain amount of fuel on these ships, so there's not a lot of room for maneuvers. So the majority of my maneuvers are going to be pointing my heavily armored front end at our main targets, and we're going to be focus firing targets in sequence. So we're going to accept this combat and we're going to start this battle. Now, we are in a fortress arc formation. This is actually the perfect formation. Now, the interesting thing is these ships actually have enough thrust to where I can change their angles. I can change their thrust level. They go fast forward, go fast backwards. I can, I believe if I hold this, I don't remember how to get the yawing and stuff going. Yes, for example, so say I wanted this ship to go straight up, but also hard left. So I could curve this ship out how I want it to do. But what we're actually going to do is all of my ships are going to be going straight forward, and they're going to be focusing fire on enemy ships, because here's the thing, if you look at that little number, you see that 4.6 and so on KPS number. Every time I do one of these maneuvers, I'm burning all of my fuel, so I don't want to be doing that. My fuel is a precious resource. So in the beginning of the battle, they're just going to be moving forward in formation, and then we will make maneuvers as time gets closer. Because we have very, very limited fuel, but we have a lot of firepower. I'm also going to go ahead and retract radiators now. Hold on. Extend radiators. Okay, I think all radiators are retracted. I don't know why yours are glowing red. You have no heat, you have no heat, you have no heat. Okay, so none of them have heat. I need you to slow down. Why are you running ahead? You know what, I fucked this up. I think I might have accidentally messed something up. Hang on. I think I accidentally set him to full speed ahead, so I have to reload because now he's out of position, which was not my plan. I need my guys in a tight group so that their 300 kilometer range point defense overlaps, basically takes out all enemy missiles, and then I can start just pointing my ships at them as if they're scalpels and just take them out one by one in a sort of fortress formation. I don't know what, because I was showing the maneuvering nodes, I messed up. I'll fix it in a second. So this time I'm not going to mess with their maneuver nodes so things don't get messed up. But these guys should be, let me check the formation. I'm going to go ahead and, can I get you to go slightly slower? Trying to do a little bit of maneuvering. I need you to go not faster, just like a little bit slower. I don't know why it keeps doing that weird, like, I don't know what it's doing here. I just want it to go slower. Like, Okay, this is actually really frustrating. I don't know why it's doing this like weird flip thing. Let's just go like a little slower. And I want you to go just like a little faster, just so we can get our formation slightly tighter. Yeah, you just go a little bit slower. You go slightly faster, you go slightly faster. So now our grouping will be pretty good by about the time that we get to here. See, our grouping is getting tighter. Go a little bit more forward. Retract all radiators on the fleet. Radiators are retracting. Point defense is activated. Everyone's on Guardian and point defense mode. So it should be very hard for any of these to get through. What are this? Why aren't we shooting at these? What is this? Let's set the Turbulent Sea as our focus fire target. Okay, point defense is activating now. There we go. Huge amounts of point defense activating. That's huge. What the hell? How did that get through? I fought a test battle like this before and I obliterated them. Okay, you never know what? I'm just gonna go back and take the auto-resolve. Listen, I don't know what went wrong there. I think my point defenses weren't shooting fast enough because usually they fire a lot faster than that. So I think the space combat might be a little bit buggy because I fought that battle before. Or a battle very like it, and these battleships completely obliterated. Like, and even in the auto-resolve, like, you could see that I completely dominated it, only taking damage to my radiators. Look, we'll just take the auto-resolve win and take our licking. We'll take a little bit of damage, but that was kind of frustrating. So, damaged radiator on the Ranger. And now we have a fleet in orbit capable of fighting the aliens. So yeah, the space combat is a little bit wonky at the moment, so I'm just not going to mess with it. My point defense were firing way too slowly. I don't know what's up with that. I think I've heard people talking about that. I don't know. But like, again, I fought that battle before, and like the auto-resolve very clearly shows that we win that. I think I might need to spend a little bit more time with the fleet combat stuff to figure that out, to figure out what was going wrong there. Did I maybe need to tilt my ship or something, or like what was going on? So the aliens have completed space commerce, or the servants rather, high energy electrothermal propulsion. So this will lead us to commercial mining companies and civilian quantum computing. I think commercial mining companies might be kind of like commercial rocket companies that allow us to boost our income here. Now I wanted to declare war on who? This was Namibia. We will have to hold off on a little while because these guys are a little bit hurt. We'll have to give them some time to recover. Looks like we have a destroyer and a pair of destroyers attacking the Florence Nightingale station. This station is pretty well defended. We managed to defend against them. We did damage to them and not take any in return. They're going after Russia again. Not good. So any fleets in low Earth orbit that we could engage. Victor 64 we could engage. Let's get them into Colossus 1 Delta V. Need to keep them away from low Earth orbit. They're again doing chain attacks on my control points in Russia. I'm just surprised they're not like fucking with China, but they're fucking with me so effectively. I think this run might be dead, and it's partially due to balance reasons and partially just to inexperience. I feel like if I were able to do another run, I would have a much better game. But I'm going to go ahead and stick with this and try to see how long I can fight. I'm going to go with the mentality that the game isn't over until you see the end game screen. Let's go ahead and auto-resolve this. My ships should be completely capable of obliterating these. Good, 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 good. We're scratching a lot of kills. Unfortunately now, these guys are heavily damaged and they will not be able to defend themselves very effectively. So we're going to save that final little bit of Delta V that they have to maybe attack the servants or continue to bombard Earth. So the Hope-class battlecruisers have managed to do what they needed to do. China suffered a coup. This is huge. That could be game over actually for us on Earth. The servants have the first point. I think the fact that they got control of America is what killed me here. But we do have networked global defense, so we can increase military tech level, and more importantly, I'm pretty sure now we can build space defenses. It's not game over until you see the game over screen. That's how I'm playing right now. We did just get crisis diplomacy. This will make it easier for us to do certain things. In particular, unite countries diplomatically. So we're going to try and bombard this alien megafauna as well. Can I bombard alien bases? Oh, I can. Oh shit! I forgot that they could shoot back. Oh. I forgot they had space defenses there. I think we just lost hope. I just lost all 3 of my Hope battleships to a misclick. Oh no! Oh no! They're taking Russia. My big problem is I don't know what I can do. How do I stop this? I think the problem I have is that too many mistakes were made earlier in the game. I have to burn every single resource that I have just to keep them from doing a mission that they can just pull off easily. It's hard to keep going. I'm not gonna lie, guys. It's hard to keep going. I think my biggest problem is I just increased my threat way too quickly. I made myself too scary to the aliens. I needed to secure Earth orbit way earlier, and I think going for Europe was a mistake. I mean, honestly, the fact that the Protectorate got America and I could never get them out of there just like completely torpedoed my entire game. I needed to be way more aggressive at killing the aliens themselves. I just don't even have the resources to even try and get control of China either. Although if I could get control of China, it would be huge. So we've retaken control of Russia. Who has the most command? you. Can you advise Russia to give them a higher Miltech score? I'm in my second debt spiral, and this time I don't see a way out because I lost Europe. We do have a pretty good chance to start getting control points in China. Right, let's try to scale back. What bases can we abandon? We can abandon Chekhov base in Ingeborg. So this is one that we can sell to an AI. Dorothea in Mercury we can abandon. No, it's positive MC. We can abandon that, I think. I don't know what to do. I'm lost. Dude, 22 persuasion character and I get no points in China. This game has broken my mind. Dude, I don't know what to do. I think I made myself a target by getting too strong before I could really flex my strength. That's definitely a huge learning point for me. Do I finally have positive water income again? Although it comes at the cost of depowering this entire station, essentially. We should definitely have these layered defense arrays on. So commercial mining companies gives us 10% more revenue from sales of space resources on the Earth market. That could be useful. So there's high energy electrothermal propulsion. This leads to the amplitron drive and the tungsten resisto jet. They're working on railguns. Railguns does not seem like a good tech for humanity right now, I'm going to be honest with you. China is being united. I'm surprised the alien administration hasn't annexed Europe, the European Union yet. God, they just handed them the most. I built the most powerful country on Earth and then they just handed it to the aliens and there's nothing I can do about it. So apparently this country needs to have an army before it can actually do stuff by conquest, which is really annoying because I used to have a lot of money where I could purchase an army in here. Like it would only cost me a few thousand. Yeah. I think one thing I should have focused on as well is building space assets for me to sell to other players. I think the Mercury expansion was like way too ambitious of me. I should have been way more careful in Mercury. I should have relied on fleets to defend my assets rather than point defense modules, because if you think about if every single one of my stations needs to have at least 2 point defense modules, that is a huge percentage of my mission control eaten up just in defense. Whereas if I was able to defend myself with fleets, I think it would be way more efficient. So that's definitely another lesson that I've learned here. The thing I just don't fully get is how do I apply this to this game? The Initiative have had a really bad day. They're kind of in a similar position to me. My problem is right now I feel incredibly directionless. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know what I can do. And so I'm just trying to like stabilize my holdings in South Africa. So I'm going to do, I'm going to lay low. I'm not going to expand my space operations. I'm going to slowly build up South Africa. I'm going to try to hold on to Russia. If I could just get a little bit of cash off these guys. I really hate this like mini game of like, oh, type the correct number to get what you want to maximize your output. So I sold them a base, which will hopefully reduce my mission control, lower my threat level, increase their mission control. I think that's something I should have been doing. I should have been building up the other factions. That's a mistake I made. I made myself a target by getting too far ahead. I needed to build up the resistance and I needed to build up the humanity first. I should have played it a lot slower. I tried to ramp up and I got scorched back like multiple times now. And now I'm basically an observer in this game, but that's okay. Because as long as no one else has won, I feel like I have a chance to win. What I really need to do is to sit down and just completely reimagine my space economy. But that's a really daunting task. I'm just going to continue to bide my time until I can get maybe better tech. Yep, we just lost Russia. Hey, look, as long as blood flows in my veins, we might be able to fight. I just don't have the influence to fight for Russia anymore. I'm going to have to leave Russia. I can't fight for it. I think I'm done for. Or at least I think Earth is done for, but never surrender, never give up. I don't have the agents with the skills to attack the servants anymore. We're now able to undertake the amplitron drive. I don't know how that fits in to the drive tech. Let's take a look at it. So, yeah, this is a pretty bad one. It's a reasonable early game drive, right? Because it has a nice balance between thrust and exhaust velocity. Not very good, though. We're just trying to suppress unrest in South. Yeah, okay, we're never taking back Russia. I think we're just done. But I think unification of South Africa might be on the cards. Just bide our time. I'm just trying to suppress unrest down here. I'm trying to keep control of all of these countries. My big problem is action economy as well. I just can't do enough things. I literally, I don't have the resources to defend Russia. I just have to surrender that. I don't understand why they, like, I feel like I researched and did everything that I possibly could that was in my power, like when I realized how to defend against it. But there's nothing I can do now. The East Africa Federation needs to try to crank out an army. It'll take them a few months, but we might be able to get an army. Mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake, and like they just instantaneously defend these points. I'm giving up on Russia. I'm retreating to South Africa. I think actually balkanizing the world is better. So where's the fall of Russia? I'm going to start pumping unrest in Russia. If I can't have Russia, no one can. Balkanize it. Every possible agent increasing unrest there. My hope is that by balkanizing it, I'll open up opportunities for other players to try and take control of it. We're going to research dissolution of Russia. I'm going to put all of my science resources into it. It'll take me a couple of months, but if we can balkanize Russia, that would be big. So there's railguns, magnetic plastic confinement. This will lead to railgun stuff. Railguns aren't very good in my opinion. Boom, I got an event that gave me a 3000 science, which allowed me to instantaneously do the dissolution of Russia. So now we'll have like a whole bunch of potential countries that we can blast out of Russia. Brazil is under control of them. I think I'm just going to start balkanizing the world. The more small countries I can break the world into, the easier it will be for me to control those small pieces. I don't know if that's the good strategy, but it's the one I'm going with. So I think in particular, I want Kazakhstan to break away. So I'm going to target Kazakhstan cores. I don't know if that's how this works. Okay, we've got unrest in Russia up to strife. Good. Automated solar collector, not very useful to me. There's breakup of Brazil. So I'm just trying to make as many potential microstates across the world. We're going to balkanize the world and hope that that works. It seems like having big giganations makes it way too easy for the aliens to control. We've got unrest in Russia up to 4.3. There's the breakup of Indonesia completed. Let's go for Australia independence. We will balkanize this earth. I hope that this works. This is like a strategy. I don't know if it'll work. Unification seems to have made the aliens... My idea here is that if I increase how many countries there are, it means controlling countries is harder. I'm really interested to hear what you guys think I should do here. Now keep in mind, I'm about 10 episodes ahead of where you are. If you're seeing me do something and you've like been giving me advice, there's a reason I haven't acted upon it. That's because I'm so many episodes ahead of you, because I've been like super addicted to this game and I'm like super into it. Okay, Australia now can be independent. Make sure we can break up Pakistan. Every country will be balkanized. Every single one. The people of Kazakhstan have declared independence. So now we need to focus. How come they got it? I was the one who caused unrest. I'm supposed to get it. I caused the unrest. What the fuck? Well, at the very least, we'll be able to do a coup. So we broke Kazakhstan away from Russia. There's the breakup of Pakistan. Let's go for the end of India. We need to break up India. So Almaty, Kazakhstan has claims on Almaty, so we'll go ahead and do that. Although first, actually, we need to do a coup in Kazakhstan first. So we'll coup Kazakhstan and we'll start pumping. So unrest in Russia did tick down after the revolution. That's okay. We're going to keep taking more people away from them. Our space assets are still getting bombed, but I have kind of abandoned space a little bit. At least I've emotionally abandoned space. Oh man, and I'm focusing on the political situation on Earth. Managing all of these different things is just so impossible. Bro, how was there a coup in Angola? I was like reducing unrest there. Fuck. Right, we liberated Kazakhstan. Huge. Kazakhstan now belongs to me. We just need to get Almaty in our control as well. Now here's the thing about Kazakhstan, okay? Kazakhstan is a de facto autonomous state whose nationhood is not recognized by the nation that claims its territory, Russia. It's in a permanent rivalry with that nation. While functioning as an independent nation, it cannot declare joint wars or joint federations. It may declare independence, ending its breakaway status, but allowing the parent nation to declare war. Allies have the option to participate in the war. Allies of this nation will also enter into a rivalry with the parent nation. Interesting. So right now, Kazakhstan is a breakaway state inside of Russia, which is what we want it to be. Kazakhstan is particularly adept at doing two things: inequality and a space program. And so that's what we're going to focus all of its control points on. It's just focusing on increasing its economy slightly, but mostly building boost and mission control, and hopefully that boost and mission control will long-term serve me. We're going to go with the stability priority in Angola. Our goal is to try and hold on to it for as long as possible. We need to peacefully unify Angola with its allies. In the meantime though, however, I think the servants are stretched very thin, so if we continue to pump unrest into these nations, we will be able to break them away. I'm about to be broke, which is not good. Superconducting magnets. I need to talk to other factions, although no one else has money either. The aliens appear to have moved to the next stage of their plan for Earth. There is no midnight visitation or surreptitious abduction. This is an open declaration that they are here and they are powerful. We believe they are preparing to deploy an army of alien war machines. Our visitors having dispersed with all attempts at subterfuge, arriving at on Earth en masse in plain sight and conspicuously well armed. Whether this show of force is intended to be a deterrent or is but the vanguard of a full-scale invasion maybe depend on humanity's response to it. An alien transport has set down in the Dakar region of the alien administration. We have 30 days to stop it. I don't think we can stop it. I'm gonna be real with you. We have nothing. They have 28 nukes, 5 nukes from the European Union, another 30 nukes from Russia. There's nothing we can do here. Oh yeah, they are landing troops. I made so many mistakes this game. Can we assault those? Alien defense is 43. Damn. I think there's literally nothing I can do, but It ain't over until you see the loss screen, as far as I'm concerned. One problem we do have is the East African Federation has like a severe unrest problem. I don't know why. Somebody's boosting unrest here. They have to be. Yeah, they must be doing unrest in this country. I'd be shocked if they're not. So there is trans-interface warfare. We can now build surface-to-orbit defenses and increases the maximum military tech. I think our maximum military tech is now 8.5, which is actually starting to get up to like absurd levels. Yeah, there's someone here trying to do unrest right there. You bastard. We'll investigate him and try to do something to him. Yep, the aliens are landing, bad dudes. Alright, I've got 5 people working on lowering unrest here. I'm investigating whoever was increasing our arrest. Wait, why did you cancel your advised mission? That doesn't make any sense. So there's the end of India. One of my councillors is being murdered, of course. Oh, we're negative on cash. Oh, death spiral. We're too broke to transfer orgs. I'm too broke to abandon my habs, because look, to decommission costs a boost. So I'm too broke to abandon my space holdings. I'm too broke to reassign my counselor stuff. I think we have just entered into a true death spiral, and we're going to need to make drastic measures to fix it. So we're going to have to, I'm just going to lose 10 orgs. Alien army detected on Earth to be the core of an army of alien soldiers and war machines in the Dakar region are emerging from a UFO that recently landed. For the force appears small now, it's slowly building up, it's likely never be vulnerable again. So it's at half strength, 8.8. Oh, Christ. If I could go back in time, I would have done so many things differently. But we are just going to continue. I'm incredible. I'm very... I'm not frustrated. I'm just confused. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. That's where I'm struggling. I have a lot of things I can do, but every time I try to stop this, I get targeted more. And I think it's partially just because I made myself too powerful. I made myself too easy of a target. I shot down an alien ship far too early. I showed my hand way too early. The aliens have declared war on Nigeria and India. Yikes. The aliens conquered Oman in literally like a few days. And now they're yoinking points in Iran. God, I really want to do like a humanity first or resistance run. Israel has launched a nuclear attack on what looks to be the alien armies that are invading them. But it wasn't enough. They're in the information age. Just wasn't enough. We have no nukes to defend ourselves. We're completely food for them. Our first army has been deployed, at least in Kampala. This will help with unrest, I suppose. I can't help but feel I was like knocked down way too easily, you know? Vietnam launching a nuclear attack as well. Alien armies getting nuked. It did nothing to them. It literally did nothing to them. It's a huge alien fleet around Earth now. Fuck. I think what keeps happening is, I think maybe there's something like, there's a mentality I'm missing from the game. And I keep feeling like I'm trapped. Like I'm trapped into a cycle of actions that I can't change. That's a big problem that I've run into. Is I'm trapped in a cycle of actions and I don't feel like I can change them. Right, Israel has fallen. Fuck. And I made so many mistakes, misclicks and everything else. Like, they can just take this point away from me for free, and it's impossible for me to do anything about it. We're down but not out. Not until we see the loss screen. I don't know what I should do. That's my big problem. I'm trying to liberate chunks of Russia. I think that might be okay. The loss of China as well. Like, what the hell are you supposed to do against that? Like, they took China for free, dude. They took it for free. So I needed to stop the aliens harder. I needed to be targeting their alien agents. I needed to get certain research modules earlier. I needed to stay in control of low Earth orbit. The problem is, there's just so much you need to do. How are you supposed to do all of it as the Academy? This is truly, it feels like a brick wall. My life would have been just so much easier if I could have just gone to war and just obliterated everything. But I'm probably going to spend some time researching the game, but I'm going to just keep powering. I think it's way too hard to increase unrest on the alien administration. Like, minus 35. Jesus. Vietnam has fallen. This might be the beginning of the end, boys and girls. Self-repairing software is complete. This will lead to new stuff. Not that I care. I mean, my tech is so terrible I can't really research anything in a reasonable time frame anyway. So the aliens only control about 13% of the Earth's population. Or they're 13% of the way to their victory condition. So it's not completely over yet. Nice, we managed to get Balochistan to declare independence. And it belongs to me now because I was the one who broke it away. It has basically no GDP. Oh my god, why does it have no GDP? Hang on, do we need to let time pass? Why are they bombing Iranian space standards? God damn it. I'm gonna have to think for a while about how I fix this save. I love you all very much, and I'll see you next time.